say before we start? Oh. Well, that was an informative and interesting start from Pale. Ash knows about that. But yeah, I'm going to go on some vehicles, so it goes.
Hola, ¿vamos comenzando?
Yeah.
Is it the first time in activity?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, welcome to activity. My name is Alberto. Remember, the most important activity you say. Dejarla consigo en el circle. Okay. Any problem?
Hang on.
Answer.
Can you push it? That might help.
Okay.
Impressive.
Remember, helmet consigo en el circle. My shirt. You have this on the side of the car. For here, when you see that, no touch your car of the car.
Okay.
Okay? Alright, with the car is too much of the neutral. Okay, see? Lines on and on the circuit, push the brake, please. And same time, hammer you off. It's the black color. Down. Forward. And remember, the circuit is slow. There's the water for rivers, bumping is the possible the animals in the circuit, surviving boxes and dirt. Very important attention front, keep your distance and go slow. Start from my series, please. See you. Bye-bye.
Gracias. Here we go. Can I press the top?
That is already recorded.
Yeah, no, but can I press it to see it? Or do I want to do?
Yeah, you can if you want, but it will stop it.
It says it's still going. Got blue flashy light, that normally means go, doesn't it?
What?
38, 39, 40, so it must be on.
Yeah.
I just wanted to check that resting it here is going to work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, cool.
You're
Bumpy.
just holding your arm like that. Then.
Well, where else am I going to put it? I can't put it up here apparently. Oh, my arm is still bruised from the last time you drove. A happy face. Bumpy, bumpy, bumpy. Here we've got a left turn coming up. I'm your co-driver for the day, which feels really weird because I'm sitting on the wrong side. Wow, look at that. I was talking to the camera here. Me and the camera are good friends, aren't we, camera? Yes, Daniel, I am. See? Huh?
Oh god.
Remember, keep it slow in case there are any animals.
I know, I am.
Okay, I was just letting you know because I didn't want you to get in trouble, and I know how much you like to go by the rules. You're a rule keeper. It is true though, Pia is one of those people who loves a rule. Isn't that right, Pia? You love a rule?
Do I?
Yeah, don't look at the camera, look at the road. Breaking the rules again. Tisk, tisk. Oh, hello everyone under the bridge. I apologise for the extremely bumpy video, but it's a bumpy road, so what do you expect? Ow. Oh, lizard. That'll be why we go slow.
The pedal there.
Good job the lizard was quick. Because Pia sure was. Whoa. as we saw earlier, some of the smaller lizards seem to run, when they're running, on their back two legs, which I thought was quite interesting. I didn't know they really sort of sprinted like that, like little people would. So, yeah, looks like it's cool. Oh, hello, we're about to get rather wet by the look of it.
Oh, and he's bringing up his legs so he doesn't get wet.
Yay!
Even though I did not just get wet.
You've got to take these precautions, you never know. That little happy face. She's always happy driving, aren't you, Pete? Big hole. Oh, ow. Ugh. Oh, we're getting battered around. Can't go that way. It's illegal. I assume. Whoa, bloody hell, Pete. Right, Pia's on her way to try and make us flip. Are we going to flip, Pia?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because it flipping feels like it. Don't worry, I have plenty more bad jokes where that came from. Precaution. So maybe it's extra slow, I'm guessing, around here. Oh, sorry everyone, we dropped you a bit. Oh, and there's a car going in front of us. See, this is how we know Pia goes too fast. There's a camera as well.
I was going to say, we haven't missed any cameras, have we?
Probably. Mark?
And again? Oh, you little cheek.
Maybe one for each. Maybe one for each. Right, just bear in mind how slow the couple in front are going, I guess, really.
Yeah, I know, because everyone is...
Oh, we got some squeaky tyres!
got some squeaky.
And I think I saw a flash over there somewhere as well, so, and another one. So get your smiley face on.
Wherever it is. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. It's there. It's there. Stay there.
Okay, that's it.
Yay!
Oh, the camera's up there. I'm pointing at it. I'm literally doing that. You have a goofy picture of me going, there's the camera. Silly me, I can see it. What a banana. Oh. Ow. Wow. This is really cool though. I like this. Ow. I'm very glad we have the helmet on, not because I'm hitting anything on the ground or above me or anything like that, but mostly because I keep bumping into the side of the ATV.
What?
The pole up here. I keep knocking into that, so quite frankly I'm glad I've got it on. For that reason alone I'd recommend it, let alone all the other ones. Huh? Ah, bumpy. I think, oh, big bump, that's the halfway mark by the look of it.
I don't know, that seems killing me because I can't remember what the total is
Oh.
in meters.
Oh.
Don't forget it's 3 in miles.
Yeah, I'm just guessing. I could be wrong. Whoa. Oh my goodness. It is so bumpy. I mean, I guess that's part of the fun, but my goodness. Don't do this if you've got a funny stomach that day, eh?
Or a bad back.
Yeah, or a bad back. Mum, this goes out for you if you're listening. This isn't a ride for you. I'm very sorry. However, chilling out by the pool, enjoying a cocktail, that might be what you want to do. That sounds quite nice. I also like doing that though, to be fair, so you know, no complaint really. And for anyone interested, it's not that interesting to be fair, but I like it. Someone introduced me to the daiquiri this holiday. That is quite delicious, especially in strawberry and mango. Oh my gosh, do I love that. It's just, I know it's very fruity, but it is really yummy. So, if you get the chance, grab a daiquiri. What do you think, Peter, of a daiquiri? I would assume so. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think so. See? This is my lovely Pia. She is beautiful. Oh, another big hill. I would have thought there'd be a camera here, but I'm not seeing one.
I think since this is like our third park, I think we know how to spot the cameras now.
Well, better out of them anyway. I'm sure we'll get caught out now and then. Whoa. Oh, ow. Oh, some of these are quite big bounces, wouldn't you say, Pia?
Yeah.
They are very, very bumpy. Now, as we learned from this action camera previously, our voices don't always pick up very well, especially with other loud noises going on. So if you can't hear me, then, well, I'm going to say all the rude things I like about you because you can't hear me. And if you can hear me, then I'm very sorry about what I just said.
That's funny.
Turn on your lights. Prepare to brake.
I don't know if they're already on.
We'll find out.
What does it say? It says,
Speeding causes accidents.
oh,
We'll find out. If it suddenly gets very dark and we can't see anything, we'll know they're not on.
and there's
They don't look like high beams anyway, so.
there's a camera. I'm just going to post. Oi! Yeah. Camera.
There you go. Wow, we actually go in the cave. That's really cool. I guess the only aim is to not fall in the hole. If you can see the hole down there. Oh no, I meant the camera.
Oh.
Don't worry, I assumed you'd seen it already. You're the one driving. Or should I say, I'd hope you'd seen it already. A bat!
You catch that bat?
No, 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 Batman!
Oh, it's yours.
Huh? I'm always weird. I was born a bit weird. Just ask my mum. She'll tell you it's true. Oh, I know it's only brief, but the cave bit was kind of cool. I wish that was longer.
Oh, there's a few more of them.
There is?
Yeah.
Nice.
What I saw on the videos, there are a few.
Yeah. Considering the queue for this was yellow, I'm quite impressed how quick it was. I feel like a yellow queue at the X-Venture one, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I feel like a yellow queue at that would have been 3 hours.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Let others pass. Let others pass? I thought the phrase was, you shall not pass. Don't ask me what I'm doing. I've lost the point of ridiculousness a while ago now. Isn't that right, Pia? Isn't that right, Pia? I went past the point of ridiculous a while ago.
Yeah, you did. You did it. You didn't turn that a little bit more.
Huh?
Turn that a little bit more.
Oh, that might be a good indication of how bumpy it is. You can tell when it's smooth, and then when, yeah, we go down a few bumps. It's pretty gnarly. Good fun though. We're on 15 minutes here.
Okay.
Doesn't feel like it, does it?
Well, that's when I averaged it out. The 3 miles, 1 mile in the monster truck was about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I would have thought about 45 like you.
Wow.
Maybe. I'm surprisingly calm driving. Even though everyone at home knows I have a bit of a thing about driving at the moment.
Yeah. I'll get that.
Seems to be fine.
But there's no, what is that? There's no like stress about getting to work or anything. But I think this is meant to represent the meteorites that fell down here that sort of formed all the stalactites and stalagmites. I'm probably saying that wrong, but I'm assuming that's what that big orb shape is representing, as the meteorites that formed them.
That's the main road up there.
Oh, we've got the main road above us. That's cool. Your friend is the brake. I'm guessing freno means brake, but
Yeah, I was going to say not friend.
but my version is more fun. Your friend is the brake. It's true though, to be fair, your friend is the brake. Like, you know, in all these scenarios, more often than not, being able to have access to a brake that works very well is good, really. It's not always the correct move to brake, but it's not always the worst either, so. Oh, these caves are so cool.
You wanted a longer cave?
Yeah, you are.
You wanted a longer cave?
Yeah, you are. I'm guessing at night time they light those torches up.
Camera, 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 camera. Come on, you're going to run again.
When I pulled my funniest face yet.
Huh?
When I pulled my funniest face yet.
Yeah.
Wow. And I apologise as being probably a video on its own, I'd imagine, a bit of a longer one, but if you're happy to sit through it and, you know, sort of ASMR this on quiet or something, that might be quite nice as well. But it's quite a nice little explore, actually. I would definitely recommend doing it. I think obviously it's going to translate differently from watching to actually being there, because you have all the sights, the sounds, the sort of general ambience of it, because you get a better POV, I guess. So, but yeah, absolutely lovely around here. Really fun and very interesting. And I'm pretty sure I just saw a lizard's skin hanging off the rock there. I could be wrong, but that's what it looked like. Whoa, whoa. Ooh, ah.
I have to say, I don't care if they said you're permitted to do this once. It's actually quite nice.
Yeah.
And I can see why, because if it's only as long as I think it's going to be, then I can see why they say, oh, you do it once.
Well, it might be a case of busyness as well. If they're really, really quiet, I wouldn't be surprised if they're just like, yeah, whatever, go. If you ask nicely.
Yeah.
But if they're quite busy and there's a bit of a queue and you come up saying this is my third time round, they'll probably, in all fairness, tell you to go where you should go. Oh, butterfly! It was so pretty! That was a cool blue one. Well, blue and brown, I think. Whoa. As you can tell, this part is ever so slightly bumpy. Just a little bit, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
In terms of bumpy, it's almost, not quiet, but almost as bumpy as the monster truck. In fact, I would argue, little butterfly again, that this is probably more frequently bumpy than the monster truck, but not as not as deeply bumped, I guess. The monster trucks were literally like throwing you left, right, up and down and sideways. There's another butterfly over there, hey? But
There's one in the zip line,
oh yeah.
and the bridge.
We might be able to see it through the tree line, one of the zip lines.
There's people on it as well.
And yeah, having a little wander over the bridge to get there. And what looks like a nice big grey cloud for us to enjoy. Yay! To be fair, I think it has rained at least a minimum of like 20 minutes each day, so.
To be fair, rain in this coast of Sydney, that's quite nice. Not a lot of people
It's
actually
really,
go
it's
inside.
been quite refreshing, yeah. Where it is so hot, the rain's actually quite cooling, and it still stays warm. You don't suddenly get really chilly because of it. You just sort of feel cooled down more than chilly, I would say. So it's quite nice. There is a camera coming up to past the corner, I saw.
Yeah,
I'm sure I saw.
down there.
Oh. I thought I saw one in the other direction. Oh well, I guess I might be a blind person, so I do apologise.
Might be one up here. I didn't.
And if you're Pia, you quite enjoy watching those like very fake YouTube skits where blind person falls over something
Oh,
when
look, zip line, zip line, zip line.
wow, look at that, miles away. Where they really shouldn't, because they sort of treat them like they're stupid when no, they just can't see. You know, and that's not a bad thing whatsoever, really.
Oh, everyone's caught up to us.
Yeah, but we're caught up with the others, so we've been keeping pace, as it were. So we can't really go too much quicker because we'll crash. I think to get the second or third shot, you have to be very slow by the look of it. But I don't think we're wanting for pictures on this, to be fair. I mean, we've got quite a few, so we're not missing out or anything, are we? We're not missing out on having any pictures on this, because there's been quite a few so far anyway. Don't get me wrong, I'm not against having more. It'd be quite nice to have more. You might get some really fun ones, but at the same time, it's not as if we missed out or anything. I think that might be a lizard on the path. I could be a stick though. I haven't got my glasses on. I think it may be a stick now we're closer. Yeah. Apologies for the excitement. Although we've got some nice big bumps coming up. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. We saw a really cool in a second. We saw earlier a really cool massive green lizard that was like, I don't entirely know how, but it sort of climbed up a bush. And it was quite a big lizard, so honestly I was a little bit impressed, to be honest. I couldn't climb up a bush like that, so, you know, go Team Lizard. I mean, if this was something that you wanted to do, you definitely get your money's worth in terms of length and things you do on this one. I think it's quite good. The monster trucks were absolutely amazing, but the only caveat or downside I would say would be that they were quite a long queue to get on, and then they weren't overly long while you were on them. Which I don't think the length of time on them was necessarily a problem. It was just the queuing up took a while, which I think was something we noticed at all the events. At the other one was the queue times just really dragged.
I also think
Go on.
this one we should say about the whole
Eggs.
the part there's traffic lights for the part.
Yeah, the traffic light system they've got here, we've just seen. They've got like a red means you'll take forever, yellow there might be a queue for a bit, and green means go, 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 you might as well. I mean, you guys know what a traffic light is anyway, but patronising a little bit there, but you get the gist. It's nice to have, it's quite helpful actually. It gives you an indication of, you know, that area is actually busy and there are other things we'd like to do, so do you want to prioritise something less busy for the time being, even though it's one of the ones you wanted to do the most, it is busy, so if you do that later you might get a better chance to do more of them later. So I think that sentence ran away from me a little bit there, but it is what it is. Oh, another zip line. You may have caught them through the trees. We'll see if we can catch another one. They do come quite frequent. We may not, but... Oh, ow, oof, oof. Right, we're at 3 kilometres now.
Oh, how did I not realise this? 5 kilometres is about 3 miles.
Ah,
I do run it south. How did I not realise that?
Pia is upset, as she is a runner and she feels she must know what time or what distance each is to mile kilometres, because she does a lot of running and has to convert it often.
So another 2 kilometres.
So we're feeling like silly gooses. But that's okay. Oh, wow. So some parts are definitely bumpier than others.
Oh, they have caught up with us.
Yeah, but we're still on the tail end of the other guys anyway, so there's no rush really, I suppose. If we sped up slightly, we'd only be at the back of a different queue ourselves, so I don't think it'd make a huge difference.
And you think I go fast.
I mean, to be fair, we only caught up with these guys because you were going fast. You did since slow down and pace it though, so that's cool. Oh. If you're not feeling well though, I cannot recommend this one. That will not ease your stomach at all.
Oh, and make sure you drink a lot before you
Oh,
go
and
on it.
yeah, have a drink. There is a fountain on the way over here. I don't know if you saw it. It was just before the, or just after the health video. There's a little fountain where you can get water. So if you are coming on this, absolutely recommend you just guzzle a load of it first because it's quite a long trek. And same rule as always, rule I've always had in life, and a rule a lot of people have in life. When you see a bathroom when you're out and about, just use it. You might not get a chance for a while.
Love it how someone thinks more about holding on.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, they did say don't hold on, but I mean, that's just going to be the way it goes. Not everyone might have understood or fully heard the rules, maybe even understood them properly. And yeah, there'll be some people who don't care, but I take it with a grain of salt that maybe there's other reasons for it anyway. We'll try and keep it positive, shall we say. So, you know, that's what it is. I can't hold on to it anyway because I'm desperately trying to reduce the amount the camera wobbles, and you might be thinking, but Dan, the camera's wobbling like mad. You're not doing anything. Well, in truth, yeah, a little bit true. But on the other hand, it is reducing the amount of wobble quite a lot, but it is a significant wobble, so it's not a big drastic change anyway from that. We are all nicely queued up, and as you can see, earlier this morning, our humble Stegosaurus was over here, and he's laid some lovely eggs. The Stegosaurus, as we all know, is down to its last 2 eggs. As you see, one of them is broken over there. So that is its last 2 eggs left. So we're going to work on preservation, and hopefully we'll find another pair of wild Stegosauruses somewhere else that we can hopefully breed with the current ones and the ones that are currently laying eggs, so that we can increase their population size. Too many Stegosauri. Ah, it dripped on me. The cave dripped on me, Pia. Yuck. I don't know where that water came from or how long it was there for. You going slow on this one?
Yeah, I am trying to.
I don't know where it is, but... It might well be, yeah.
No, it's flush off, flush.
Yeah.
We're all in here.
Yeah. Here's the other side, people coming through. I believe one of them was taking what we call a selfie. Now, as you guys probably know, or you may not, but you may probably know this by now, I do like a selfie.
Selfie?
A selfie. Yeah. A bit like that, but as a picture, not a video. You lucky people get to see me in motion. Look at that happy smile. Oh, is she cute?
Yeah, I haven't quite worked out how to convert it without opening up the case to convert it to a picture and take a few pictures. I'm a bit of a novice at the camera. Actually, this is the first time we actually really used it.
We still going, presumably?
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
No, I don't know either. Maybe it's a rest stop. Or maybe he asked them to, I don't know.
No, they just swap over in the rest stop.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, I knew that, but you said you were driving the whole way, so I didn't
No,
tell you.
I'm quite happy just to be a passenger. This is
So
quite.
I didn't tell you.
No, yeah, passenger is my comfort zone personally.
It's my comfort zone to be driving.
Yeah, so in all honesty, that kind of works out for us, to be honest. You might think, but Dan, you're the man. Shouldn't you be the manly man who drives the manly man car and do the manly man things? And to that I say, Pia is a strong, independent woman who doesn't need no help, and she can drive a lot better than I can, and I'm not one to shy away from that at all. I'm happy to admit that she drives fantastically. Quite frankly, a lot better than I do, and I find driving a little bit frightening, to be honest. It's not something I'm comfortable with, and I think it's might well be, yeah. And I think it's good to acknowledge your comfort levels, and don't get me wrong, but there are some areas where you should definitely push your comfort levels and to expand your horizons and all that kind of stuff, which is something I've done quite a few times this holiday. As you can see, you might see from some of the videos, I've experienced some things that I'm very much not okay with, such as swimming in a cave with fish in it. But then I also understood my limit on that as well, which was I braved it for as long as I could. I managed to swim one whole section. But I also recognised that it felt awful and I really didn't like it, so I didn't continue with that activity. However, I'm not one to stop my lovely Pia from doing it because she bloody loved it. She loved it, so I got out and said, you carry on, enjoy yourself, and I'll see you when you're done. And that's what we did. So I met her at the end, and then we went off and did some other things, which is quite fun, really. It all works out, as long as we're sort of, I think as long as you're mindful of each other's boundaries and limits and what you're both happy or unhappy with, then you can find a nice medium. Yeah? The last what? Last day out? How comes? Oh, bless you.
I've done that because of the heat.
Yeah, it might be.
No, I mean, like, I've noticed that because of the heat on each of the trips.
Yeah.
Being a bit hot.
Yeah, well, that's, you know, I know a lot of people do like the heat, but this is very hot out here. It is very sticky. You constantly feel like sweating, and not like a little bit, but lots.
But I'm only
Yeah.
black because I wanted to wear the
Yeah, keeping her skin covered, because as you may have seen in other videos, Pia is a bit lobstery, to put it nicely. Which wasn't, I mean, yes, technically she should have put a little bit more sun cream on when I suggested that she was looking a little bit on the pinker side. But I was reassured, and she'll tell you this herself, that no, Daniel, it's cloudy, I'll be fine. I did also say that you can burn with the clouds because of the UV rays, but it's not a he said, she said. I'm just trying to make sure we're looking after her. So at the end of the day, we're just making sure you've got all your after sun on, that your skin's moisturised, to make sure we're looking after you, really, make sure we're helping. Because it is deceptive and it is hard to tell sometimes. So, you know, all we can do is try and keep an eye out for each other. Same for Pia. Pia does it all for me all the time as well. So, and that's sort of how those things work, isn't it? You just try and care for each other. So, but also, you know, we can't step on each other too much. Got to let each other make our own decisions, our own mistakes, our own successes as well. You know. Wow, look at that one. Hey, Pia, I'll tell you when we're in. Ooh. Well, up here, look at that.
I've also going to look.
Right, do you know what I was going to say?
What?
Based on the volcano,
Yeah.
I love you.
Ha ha ha.
Ha 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 ha. Isn't he funny? Oh, turn off your lights. Sorry, it wasn't an order, I just saw the sign.
Yeah.
It was the sign that ordered you.
I think we're coming to the end then.
It may well be, to be fair. Or at least on the last leg of it. Oh, ow.
Bloody hell, we're the only ones that have turned off that light.
Well, you know, there is an energy crisis, so we've got to be mindful of that, I suppose. Oh, bumpy, bumpy, bumpy. Oh.
Really bumpy further ahead.
Oh, it is, yeah.
You saw the problem though.
Yeah. Yeah, no matter how slow you're going, you're not really immune to any of the bumping, rocking and rolling around. Now, if I had the head of a bird, I could have put this on my head and my head would stay completely still, like some birds are able to do as if by magic, which I think is kind of cool, actually, to be honest. I'm impressed they can do that, but I am not a bird, so I don't have the sort of 360 internal gyroscope thing that they can do to keep perfectly still when all this kind of lark is going on. Ah, tree attack. Whee! Oof. Oh. I could see quite easily how you'd get winded on a go like this, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Oh. Because on some of the bumps, it really does take the breath out of you a little bit, doesn't it? Oh. Oh. Now, there are a lot of paths in between each of these bits, so I assume at the end of the day, or if someone does really feel like they have to stop, then they can just pull over somewhere and take the shortcut up, but...
I
Huh?
don't know. I don't know.
No, I don't know, but I would assume so, just because there's a lot of shortcut parts on it. That might just be a big, sort of, straight line cut through at one point, you know? Oh, there's a sign telling us to keep an eye out for the dinosaurs. Now, we already talked about the Stegosaurus being around here. But this one is actually where the T-Rexes cross. So do be mindful of the T-Rex, because while they are vegetarians and they do prefer to mostly eat trees, they have been known to snack on the occasional person. So just be aware. It's not their favourite food, however. They do prefer the bushy leaves of the pink leafy bush up here, as you can see, or tree as it were, called by other people. But occasionally, yes, they will snack on the person. But I think that's mostly more of a for fun than a nutritional benefit for them, I believe, according to the Wikipedia. So I believe I would imagine this is the cue to get off now. So, how did you find it?
I don't actually. Oh, my timing is impeccable. Told you how long it would take. I did find it. I found it quite exciting.
Yeah.
I feel much better about doing the zip line now.
Oh, good.
It won't. I will.
Would you like me to end the video here, my love?
Uh,
Or would you like a nice video of traffic? See, now this is the humble traffic.
I can always edit it. I could go and take something.
If you live in a busier area, shall we say, or even in some quieter areas, you may also come across this phenomenon called traffic. It's a thing where vehicles all line up in the same direction and don't move anywhere for a while. Some people seem to enjoy it because why else would so many people partake in it if they didn't enjoy it, you know? So it must be quite a thrill for some people, I would presume. If it's not your thing though, if you happenstance into it, it can cause slight frustration. Even if you look onto the old www docs, you may find some people rather angry at the situation as well. And they're not all quite pleased with the other people enjoying their ride in the traffic. But each to their own, as we say. Clear is looking both ways across the road because she is a good girl, aren't you, Clear? Well done. She knows that even in traffic, you still have to be mindful of the road's rules.
How would you keep it going? Because we're at
4.5 kilometres.
Woo!
Woo! Down there we have some other vehicles. I'm guessing it's maybe just a place to store some of the extra ones that they're not currently using, or maybe even not currently working. I wouldn't know. Punta de revision checkpoint. Punta de revision. I'm not sure what that means. Unless that all means checkpoint, it could well be. And again, you can see the sort of torches lining up along here, which I would assume at night time, going by the burn on that the end of the leaf there as well, that these are lit up overnight. You might better see that tree's got a bit of a scorch mark on the back of it as well, so I would safely assume that when you do this activity at night, which you can do all the ones we're going to do today at dark, as it were, the spooky time, spooky o'clock, Halloween #forever, that is a likelihood. I do believe we are coming to the end now. It seems we're getting up to some final checks. I'm going to put this on pause. It does have you almost turn on your lights. Yeah, good. Gracias. Here we go. Just checking that we're all okay, which we are. We're having a lovely time, so that was very kind of them to ask. You may or may not be able to glance behind me. I'm not going to put it on people because that's a bit rude, intentionally anyway. You may glance behind me now that this area has busied up quite a bit, so there is quite a queue for this now, so we probably did time it quite well. Handbrake and bring up the queue. I don't know how to stop it. Okay, I don't know how to stop it. We'll stop it in a bit. You get to enjoy the journey. Handbrake on?
Yes, but I can't get my belt off.
Ooh, you are very stuck. There you go. Oh, that one's a bit stuck in, isn't it? Just waiting for a lovely pitch go.